Joining me now is Randy Turner, President and CEO at Independence Gold. Great to see you, sir.
Hey, thank you. Pleasure to be here.
Let's start with a brief overview of the company's projects. You've got the 3TS in BC. So that's comprised of 8 properties. You've got multiple vein systems. Then you've got the Boulevard Project in Yukon, where you have 3 deposits. So a lot of moving parts there, lots going on.
Okay, so our real focus over the last few years has been the 3Ts project, which is in central BC. And we've had that property since early 2000. At that time, we had acquired both the 3Ts and the Blackwater deposit, which is now Blackwater, which is in production by Artemis. So we originally had that, sold it to New Gold back in 2011. They turned around and sold it to Artemis here about 3 years ago, and now it's BC's largest gold deposit. So we're on the periphery, actually, of the Blackwater deposit, 16 kilometers away. Like as you say, it's a series of veins, gold, silver veins. So far, we've actually outlined 19 veins. They're still open at depth. They're open at on strike. And I think we've only touched the tip of the iceberg. So we've had a resource done on it about in 2022. And we've got about 520,000 ounces of gold, almost 14 million ounces of silver. And we just completed a 13,000 meter drill program. So we're going to be adding to that resource here
over the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Our other project, the Boulevard Project, is one that we operated and explored for about 5 years in the Yukon. And it's adjacent to the coffee deposit that Newmont had. They just sold recently to a company called Ferrante. And there's 3 million ounces on the Ferrante property. We have several small deposits on ours that may align and be part of the coffee deposit in the future. So we're in a very good position, but we're strictly gold, silver exploration company.
Okay, now you touched on the drilling at 3Ts, and you made a new discovery at the Larry vein. And as we talked off air, every vein is named after somebody's dog or a person who's working on the project, so which is really, I think that's fun. So can you elaborate on some of the highlights of the program so far?
Yeah, so in addition to the Larry, we actually found the Johnny and the Ian, again named after people who had worked with us.
Okay.
And these are going to add greatly to the resource. They're very wide veins, very rich. When we're talking rich, we're talking 4, 5, 6 gram gold, up to 90 grams silver, and the maximum sort of drill intercept was 70 meters. So these were basically new discoveries. They were known, but had never been drilled. So we've drilled really just 6 out of the 19 main veins that we have. So in the future, in 2026, all the other veins that have been named after, you say, people and dogs and cats, will be tested as we go forward. So we can see the resource growing substantially here over the next year as we drill test some of these veins. Yeah.
Right, so you're only a third of the way through those veins, so that's significant.
Yeah.
And what's the opportunity at the Ootsa target?
Well, this is a brand new one that we looked at and discovered in this past year. And it's different than the 3Ts. It's part of the same land package, but it's mainly copper and silver. So so far we've traced it over 8 kilometers. We've had copper outcrops where it's gone up to 2% copper, 10, 11 ounces of silver. And we haven't yet to find the extent of it. So brand new discovery, a lot more exploration will be carried out in 2026.
Now, Randy, you have a lot of experience in the mining game, a lot of past successes. Investors love to see that, been there, done that kind of thing. So how does all that experience inform your leadership style and also how you go about making sure the team's executing on the strategy?
Well, when we kind of put together the team that we have a small board. We have a former investment banker who ran his own brokerage firm, Terry Solomon. We've got a lawyer, so he sort of keeps us on for all the permitting issues. We do have an environmentalist, permitting individual as well, and a geologist who used to be with Yamana, one of the senior people there. So we have a technical team. We have a sort of the other people that we need to make a strong team. And in addition to that, we have a very strong, on-site geological team. So they've been with us about 5 years. So, we all sort of work together as a team. We have a lot of meetings continually. We're working with, of course, with the government for permitting, working with First Nations. We have good relations with them. So I think the experience that we sort of bring to the table, we've acquired from the past, from discoveries that we have made, and I think we know that and how to move the project forward.
Right, a lot of expertise there. It sounds like.
Yes,
a lot of experience.
Yeah.
All right. So lastly, we know that some money has trickled down to some of the juniors, but not all of them. And so I'm wondering, how would you describe the market's perception of Independence Gold, and what's it going to take to get some more interest in the stock?
Well, we are starting to see some money coming down from the senior companies. We're seeing a lot of money coming out of funds now. Now the price of gold is over 4,000 and silver 50. We're starting to see that money is coming out of some of the generalist funds.
Good.
Of course, here in Canada, there's a lot of flow through that's available, whether it's straight flow through or charity flow through. So we've really never had an issue of sort of raising funds because it's in BC where there's certain tax credits. But as far as the money really coming out of the majors, I think we have yet to see it. I think we will see it because they're always looking for new companies, new investments. So we're kind of looking forward to that. Probably 2026, we're going to start seeing that trickle down effect into our business. So I think we're going to all see across Canada and elsewhere in the world. It's going to be a great year for exploration.
All right. We'll look forward to that. Thanks, Randy.
Okay. Thank you kindly.
Good stuff. Randy Turner, President and CEO at Independence Gold.